This week we're looking at the difference between moving to Torrance or Redondo Beach, California. What's up everybody, Shane Inman here, a local real estate agent in Southern California, working with families moving to Hermosa Beach, Manhattan Beach, Redondo Beach, Torrance, and on this channel we cover everything outdoors and community within the South Bay. So if that's something you're interested in, be sure to hit subscribe and get notified every time we put out a new video. And if you're thinking of moving here, be sure to reach out. I love to hear from people and I'd love to help you get started in your next home search. All right, so we are here on the waterfront here in Redondo Beach, and this week we're going to check out a few different spots in Torrance and Redondo and what kind of some of the differences are and why you might choose one area over another. So I often hear families reaching out, moving here to the South Bay, and they're trying to figure out if Torrance or Redondo is a good fit for them. And so that's something I thought we'd go over today, just what each city has to offer and why you might choose one over the other. This is the Hollywood Riviera section of Torrance, and so one thing to note about the Hollywood Riviera is that some of the postal codes here are Redondo Beach and some are Torrance. So if you're moving to the area because you're looking for a Redondo Beach school district, then that's something to keep in mind, that some of the homes here are in the Redondo Beach section, but they're still Torrance Unified School District, and some of the homes are Torrance and they're part of the Torrance School District. So that's just something to keep in mind with your move here. But one of the things that I hear from a lot of people moving here is that they're looking for a view and they're looking for proximity to the beach. And so you're very close to the beach here, and you've also got the Riviera Village for lots of shops and restaurants. So proximity to the beach, proximity to Riviera Village and shops, and then as well just some amazing views are some of the key points of why people are moving to the Hollywood Riviera section of Torrance. This townhome complex behind me here is in the Hollywood Riviera, and one of the cool things about it is it has a private beach access that only residents of the community can hike down and get access to the beach right there from inside the complex. And so if you're looking for a townhome in the South Bay and you're looking for beach access, this complex could be a great opportunity. One of the great things about the Redondo and Torrance sections of the South Bay is there's just so much to do. So this here is one of the horse trails that backs up to the Hollywood Riviera. So I go running here a lot. People take their dogs walking. There's horseback trails out close and getting into PV. So there's a lot to do within the South Bay and within Redondo and Torrance. Torrance has their weekly farmers markets. Redondo has their farmers market. They have one down at the Redondo pier right there along the water. Then you've also got just different events that take place all the time. Redondo Beach has the 4th of July 5K race. They also have an LA Kings 5K race that goes on in September. So there's a lot to do, whether it be going to the beach and going for a swim, hanging out on the beach, going paddle boarding, just spending the day outdoors, playing volleyball, surfing, hiking. There's a lot to do here in Torrance and Redondo, or just throughout the South Bay in general. I am right here at the South Bay Galleria Mall, and it's a pretty busy intersection right on Artesia and Hawthorne. And on one side of the street, you've got North Redondo homes, and then you pass over the street and the neighborhoods back behind are the North Torrance homes. So you're right there on the border. There's a lot of sections in the South Bay where you cross over a street and all of a sudden you're from Manhattan Beach and now you're in Hermosa Beach, or you're in Redondo Beach and now you're in Hermosa Beach, or you're in Redondo and now you're in Torrance. So if you're looking in the South Bay, the streets, they're pretty interchangeable. You can move from one town to the other pretty quickly, but the prices do change. And so in North Redondo and North Torrance, the homes are a little bit more affordable than some of the homes in Redondo, South by the beach, or in Torrance, west and south down by the beach. So closer to the beach you get, the more expensive the homes get. And so that's just something to think about in your search. If you're a little bit closer to the freeway and the busier streets here, like on Hawthorne and Artesia, they're gonna be a little bit more affordable, but you're also a little bit closer to the freeways and some pretty busy streets. Another thing to think about with Torrance versus Redondo Beach is just if you're looking for a newer, more updated home versus a older home, and maybe it's a little smaller, and just price. And so maybe in old Torrance or maybe even West Torrance, you're getting a smaller, older square footage and older floor plan, an older home style of home that was built in 1950s, and so it hasn't been as updated. Or if you're looking for something that's maybe a little bit bigger and more updated, you might be looking more in North Redondo and looking at more of a townhome, and so you're getting more interior square footage of the home and it's more updated, and it is a little bit more pricier than something in like old Torrance per se, but at the same time, you're not getting as much outdoor lawn space, so you're not getting a big backyard because it's a townhome. And the next aspect of the South Bay and Redondo versus Torrance is the lifestyle. So, when you have beach in the name, it is a beach lifestyle. You've got outdoor activities like just, going to the beach and playing volleyball or surfing or paddleboard. I actually like coming to this spot here to do some fishing. You're right on the rocks, and you can catch some shark, you can catch some stingrays, you can catch sea bass, quite a lot of different styles of fish, all in right off the Redondo Harbor. They also have some fishing boats that you can take out and catch some bigger fish out near Catalina. So there's a lot to do here, whether that be staying at the beach, whether that be getting outdoors and going for a run along the beach, going and playing volleyball, or just going for a walk with the family. Redondo and Torrance have that in common. It's just a matter of how far east you are in Torrance to whether that's right outside your doorstep or whether it's a drive away. And the last thing to think about with moving to Redondo Beach or Torrance is just how much space you need. If you're looking for a little bit more interior space, you might be looking at more of like a townhome and getting a little bit bigger and more updated interior space. If this proximity to the beach is your main goal, then maybe you're looking at a smaller single family residence that's not as updated. And then if, like I said, you want a blend of both, then you might be looking more east in Torrance. And so really it's just kind of figuring out what the key points of your search are, and that's going to kind of help show what areas are best for you. So those are some of the kind of main things that are different between Torrance and Redondo. Really, it's just a matter of your lifestyle, how close you want to be to the beach, how close you need to be freeways, and that's going to kind of help figure out which area is more suitable for you. So if you are thinking of moving to the South Bay, be sure to reach out. I'd love to help you get started in your search, and you can call or text or email me anytime.